Hi, folks. I hope you can hear me. I have to double check because old Uncle Al's been kind under the weather, and I could barely move my arm a bit, right arm. You put on the glasses, and this is a VR for uh, prepping by Faith, and she did a wonderful live stream. Go watch the repeat, and this concerns about all the laws that Captain Crazy now dancing in the office without his pants on again, and just have his way with another, I'm sorry, another staffer. Okay, we lost. Okay, political warfare. This is how China win without fighting, and China won it. We lost big time. Okay, when I tell a lot of people on like red flag and other laws, it's been layered. Okay, a lot of people don't understand this. It's a bureaucratic term. Okay, in other words, if you have a red flag, who else gets the message? Social services. So when you get red flag or something comes up, guess what social services is going to do? Well, you got red flag or something, blah, 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 because it's a federal law, and we're the state. We're going to take your kids for 90 days while you're being investigated. At that time, you don't see your kids for 90 days. Okay, they go to school, they don't have any contact with you, they're very unhappy, they pack a little bag and bye, mom and dad. So think about it if you have kids, especially doctors. Doctors are part of the bureaucratic layering. Again, the word's layering. So when they see that, they circle a little form, goes into a database, and the evil communist insurgency people takes your rights and also at the same time take your kids. Okay, and if they die in protective services, it's not the state's fault. And you can't blame the federal government because it's layered. You have the state's layer and the federal layer. And this is you on the bottom. Okay? You're screwed. So when I tell people read the fine print, you have to think like an evil bureaucrat. All right? Plain simple. This is for prepping and faith. Sassy gal prepping. I think sassy gal prepping. And apartment prepper. Now, apartment prepper lives in a Section 8 apartment. That means no weapons at all. So if they find something, you get booted out back onto the street. And they have every legal right, because it is government property, to kick down your door, search for weapons, take your brother, because disabled, and put him in a special care facility. And if he dies during that 90-day period, it's not the state's problem. Remember, it's layered. This is the state, this is the federal government. So you find innocent on the state government, federal government, state government, whoops, we killed your brother, we're sorry, apartment prepper. You're living on the street, a dead brother, and the state has no legal, we didn't do anything. We were just following bureaucratic fine print of the federals. Because nobody ever reads the fine print. Okay? Why this is called layering? Because it's not connected. Yet they do it over and over again. So I wouldn't trust a fine, upstanding federal government because my family had treatment under the fine, upstanding federal government. It's always fun hearing stories from your old relatives. Like they put us with 60 pounds of our stuff and they burned down our farm. Okay, deputy sheriff, hey, we're state of California, we're just following directive, National Guard, or have an uncle not even 100 yards close to the fence and he was walking his dog at night and you shot him in the back. He's in a camp surrounded by barbed wire and machine guns. I don't think he was going to escape. And also, he used to work for the U.S. Navy. All right? So, anytime I hear a Democrat or a Republican, I get suspicious. And Lee, I'm still looking for number 15. John Coyer of Texas isn't one of them. He's number 8. I got Mitch McConnell, Tom Tillis of Susan Collins, Lindsey Graham, Bill Cassidy, Roy Blunt, Richard Burr. Remember, folks, Aaron Burr, Richard Burr. It's like unbelievable. Mitt Romney. Yeah, who votes for Mitt Romney? Oh, and Rob Portman of Ohio. If you haven't Googled him and you haven't checked what he's been layering on, okay, I'm going over to your house after to Ron, let's see, I can't see that, to Rob, sorry, it's not Ron, it's Rob. I'm going to do the same thing to you because you voted him in office. And these are the 15, I'm still looking for number 15, senators who sold out America. It's going to be a long, ugly fight, folks. Okay? And I was Lisa Mowalski of Alaska. And for James of Harshman Hills, it's Todd Youngman of Indiana. Your district. Because it's a senator. Okay? Again, we're in a communist insurgency. It's not a civil war. Communist insurgency. Okay? If it was a civil war, I'm going to be on the front lines and that take care of a lot of things. But no, they don't want a war. They want to do it slowly, quietly, like they did in Canada. Brainwash people, win without fighting. Okay? So, remember, it's a communist insurgency. Okay? Trust no one. Okay? They are lying to you. Once they get a foothold and get rid of the Second Amendment, First Amendment, Third Amendment, Fifth, go down the list. Okay? You are screwed. Plain and simple. I hope this answered your question, Prepping by Faith. It's called layering. It's a term used by bureaucrats so they don't get in trouble. So get red flag. They take your kids for 90 days by the state, not by the federal government. Oh, we didn't do anything like that. They don't find anything. And if your kids die in state custody, they don't get blamed. All right? And you're out of your guns and maybe one or two of your kids. So think about that, folks. And you have a nice day. Bye now. I'll be seeing you. And remember, staycation. Stay away from a lot of things on the 4th of July. Bye now, folks.